What if I told you that tomorrow, in the icy heart of Alaska, two of the world's most controversial leaders will sit down face to face, to discuss peace, power, and possibly the future of Europe? Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin meeting for the first US-hosted presidential summit in decades. Some say this could be the moment that ends the war in Ukraine. Others warn, it could be a dangerous deal that changes the global balance forever. So, what's really at stake? What does each side want? And will this meeting bring peace or just more power to one man? Let's break it all down. Economic dimension. Let's start with the money. Behind the talk of peace, there's an economic undercurrent. Reports suggest Trump may float a deal offering Russia access to certain U.S. natural resources or easing sanctions, if Putin agrees to some form of ceasefire. Why Alaska? It's symbolic. The U.S. bought it from Russia in 1867, and now it's being used as the backdrop for negotiations that could involve territory-specifically occupied Ukrainian lands. Russia, crippled by sanctions, desperately wants economic breathing room. The U.S., meanwhile, faces its own pressures: trade disputes, inflation concerns, and the political need to show progress on foreign crises. Historical context. This isn't just another meeting, it's loaded with history. The last US-hosted presidential summit with Russia was back in 1988 during the Cold War. Alaska itself is a living reminder of old imperial deals. The venue choice has raised eyebrows in Europe and Ukraine, where leaders see a troubling symbolism, discussing occupied territory in a place once bought from Russia, as if land can be traded like real estate. Critics warn that history shows when great powers make deals without involving those most affected, small nations often pay the price. Political and power dynamics. For Trump, this summit is being framed as a listening exercise. Publicly, he says he wants peace. Privately, he's hinted at land for peace ideas, something Ukraine flatly rejects. For Putin, the meeting is a stage. Sitting across from an American president on U.S. soil while his army is still advancing in eastern Ukraine sends a powerful message to his domestic audience: Russia is not isolated. Both leaders see an opportunity here: Trump to present himself as a global dealmaker, and Putin to tighten his grip on Ukraine while looking like a peacemaker. The fourth is international expectations. So, what's the world expecting? European leaders from France to Germany to Poland have made it clear: any peace deal cannot be decided without Ukraine. The European Union fears a US-Russia deal could sideline them and weaken NATO's credibility. There's unity in public statements, but behind closed doors, European diplomats are nervous. Because they know a bad peace could be worse than no peace at all. Ukraine's response and Zelensky's Europe trip. President Zelensky isn't hiding his frustration. He's warned Trump directly: Putin is bluffing. We will not reward Russia with our land. He sees the Alaska summit as risky, fearing it could legitimize Putin's occupation. And why is Zelensky in Europe right now? He's on a whirlwind tour to rally allies, lock in more military aid, and ensure Europe stands firm against any deal that compromises Ukraine's sovereignty. For him, the battle isn't just in the trenches, it's in the conference rooms of Brussels, Paris, and Berlin. Will this meeting bring peace? Will this Alaska summit end the war? Honestly, probably not. At best, we might see a temporary ceasefire. At worst, we could see a deal that freezes the conflict, giving Putin time to regroup while Ukraine loses leverage. Peace is possible, but only if it's built on trust, security guarantees, and Ukraine's full participation. Without that, this could just be another photo op. Tomorrow's meeting in Alaska isn't just about Trump and Putin, it's about the future of Ukraine, the stability of Europe, and the credibility of global diplomacy. The stakes? Enormous. The risks? Even greater. Because history tells us, when the wrong people make the wrong deal, the world pays the price. So peace summit, or power play? We'll find out soon enough. What do you think will happen in Alaska? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.